Donald Trump has lost his damn mind. Donald Trump is now threatening Democrat politicians. Donald Trump has gone as far as to say that they should get the death penalty. Why, you might ask? It's over this video that was made by politicians like Alyssa Slotkin, who were speaking directly, as she says, to military and intelligence community. So all these people have an intelligence background. Watch this.
I'm Senator Alyssa Slotkin.
Senator Mark Kelly.
Representative Chris Deluzio.
Congresswoman Maggie Goodlander.
Representative Chrissy Houlihan.
Congressman Jason Crow.
I was a captain in the United States Navy.
Former CIA officer.
Former Navy.
Former paratrooper and Army Ranger.
Former intelligence officer.
Former Air Force.
We want to speak directly to members of the military
and the intelligence community
who take risks each day
to keep Americans safe.
We know you are under enormous stress and pressure right now.
Americans trust their military.
But that trust is at risk.
This administration is pitting our uniformed military
and intelligence community professionals
against American citizens.
Like us. You all swore an oath
to protect and defend this Constitution.
Right now, the threats to our Constitution aren't just coming from abroad,
but from right here at home.
Our laws are clear. You can refuse illegal orders.
You can refuse illegal orders.
You must refuse illegal orders.
No one has to carry out orders that violate the law
or our Constitution.
We know this is hard
and that it's a difficult time to be a public servant.
But whether you're serving in the CIA,
the Army,
or Navy,
the Air Force,
your vigilance is critical.
And know that we have your back.
Because now, more than ever,
the American people need you.
We need you to stand up for our laws,
our Constitution,
and who we are as Americans. Don't give up.
Don't give up.
Don't give up.
Don't give up the ship.
Yeah. So that was the ad that they made there. Again, they all either have military or intelligence background, and they're speaking directly to military and intelligence members that you don't have to do these things that Trump is telling you to do if it's illegal, that you don't have to abide by that. I thought was really funny at the very beginning. They said most Americans love the military. Not nowadays. Not nowadays. Okay. So this was the video that really pissed off Donald Trump. I want to get into this here. Shout out to The Guardian for writing this. Outrage after Trump accuses Democrats of seditious behavior punishable by death. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. There it is. There it is. Let's get into what he said. Democrats expressed outrage after Donald Trump accused a group of Democratic lawmakers of engaging in seditious behavior, punishable by death, and that they should be arrested after they posted a video in which they told active service members they should refuse illegal orders. The video, which I just showed you, released on Tuesday, features 6 Democratic lawmakers who have previously served in the military or intelligence roles, including Senators Alyssa Slotkin and Mark Kelly, and Representatives Maggie Goodlander, Chris Deluzio, Chrissy Houlihan, and Jason Crow. And they go on to tell you what they said there in the video. That part, that seemed to prompt a serious response from the U.S. president. On Thursday morning, Trump wrote on Truth Social, "It's called seditious behavior at the highest level. Each one of these traitors to our country should be arrested and put on trial." In another post, he wrote, "This is really bad and dangerous to our country. The words cannot be allowed to stand. Seditious behavior from traitors, lock them up." President Donald J. Trump. In a third post, he added, "Seditious behavior, punishable by death." He also reposted a statement that said, "Hang them, George Washington would." Let me highlight this here. This is insane. So here's the thing. I'm not a fan of any of those politicians in that video, but here's the reality. If something happens to one of those politicians in that video, everybody's going to go back to these posts that Donald Trump made. That's a call. That's a signal. That's insane. Absolutely insane. This is ridiculous. Now, this is interesting coming from Donald Trump, considering that he said there was an assault on his life when he was running for president. He's like, they tried to take me out. They shot at me. Look at me. They tried to come after me. If this type of statement was posted on social media from someone who was on the left, Donald Trump would be calling for their head. Oh, there goes those radical leftists. You see, we told you they're evil people. They're so violent. But when he does it, it's okay. And yet some people still fail to see the hypocrisy within this administration. Let's continue on here. Following Trump's statements on Thursday, Hakeem Jeffries and Democrat Whip Catherine Clark and Democratic Caucus Chair Pete Aguilar released a joint statement condemning the remarks. Political violence has no place in America, they wrote. Representatives Jason Crow, Chris Deluzio, Maggie Goodlander, and Chris Holohan, and Senators Mark Kelly and Alyssa Slotkin all served our country with tremendous patriotism and distinction. We unequivocally condemn Donald Trump's disgusting and dangerous death threats against members of Congress and call on House Republicans to forcefully do the same. But they're not going to, because it's happening with their party. When Charlie Kirk was killed, it was Donald Trump and members of his administration and social media accounts as well saying that that is political violence and there's no place for it in the United States. But here is Donald Trump using political violence. You know, it's like, you can't do it, but I can do it. Or it's not violence when I say it. So where are all the people, and this is what I say again, where are all the people who said those radical leftists using political violence? Where are all those people now? This is the problem, folks. This is one of the reasons why the founding fathers did not want political parties. You know why? Because they felt that this would take place, that people would look at what was best for the party instead of what was morally best or standing by their issues. They would just back whatever the party wants, even if they know that it's wrong. You saw this with the Epstein files. It wasn't until Donald Trump said, okay, go ahead and do the vote. I'll go ahead and go forward with the Epstein files. Of course, that was after it was already decided that anything that would involve him or Republicans would be redacted. All of a sudden, all those politicians that were like, no, it's a Democrat hoax, they all went right along with it and did what their daddy told them to do. So here we are once again. Now, all of a sudden, it's not a call to political violence because it's towards the opposite party. These parties are a problem. And I cannot say that enough. Let's go on a little bit more here. All righty. Democratic leaders also said that they had been in contact with House Sergeant at Arms and the U.S. Capitol Police to ensure the safety of these members and their families. Donald Trump must immediately delete these unhinged social media posts and recant his violent rhetoric before he gets someone killed. The lawmakers who appeared in the video also released a statement. We are veterans and national security professionals who love this country and swore an oath to protect and defend the Constitution of the United States. That oath lasts a lifetime, and we intend to keep it. No threat, intimidation, or call for violence will deter us from that sacred obligation. What's most telling is that President considers it punishable by death for us to restate the law. Our service members should know that we have their backs as they fulfill their oath to the Constitution and obligation to follow only lawful orders. It is not only the right thing to do, but also our duty. Every American must unite and condemn the president's call for our murder and political violence. So like I said before, everybody has something to say until it's their party that is doing it. So in the case of Donald Trump, new boss, same as the old boss in some ways, but in other ways, Trump just does whatever the hell he wants to do. Nobody stops him. Nobody. Even those Republicans in Congress, they know some of these things that Donald Trump is doing isn't right. They go along with it because it's their party. I don't want to face a primary challenge. Donald Trump might send AIPAC after me. Then you just go back home to your damn district. It's not like these people can't continue the jobs they had before. Most of them were lawyers any damn way. Then you just go back to practicing law. They want that fame. They want that power that comes with electoral politics in this particular country. Some of these people that are politicians, I think, are people who wanted to be celebrities, and they said this is the next best bet. But that's insane. Everyone should be calling that out. So you can't say, call out political violence when it happens on our side, but don't call it out when it happens on the other side. The hypocrisy to me, it just knows no bounds, no bounds. And here's the other funny part, the Chuck Schumer part. The Democratic Senate minority leader also condemned Trump marks. Let's be crystal clear. The president of the United States is calling for the execution of elected officials. But Chuck Schumer, you a day late and $1 short, honey. You a day late and $1 short. You know why? Because you went along with that same president twice. Chris Murphy made a video about this. I want to show you guys. He had something to say. I would imagine, he's been speaking out a lot lately. I would imagine he's probably has future political aspirations.
The President of the United States just called for Democratic members of Congress to be executed. This is not normal. We cannot allow this to feel normal. This, as far as I know, has never happened before in the history of the country. Every Democratic member of the Senate and the House, their life is in jeopardy right now, especially those that were specifically targeted by this social media post. Democratic senators and House members who were simply saying that no member of the military should act illegally or in violation of the Constitution. The President of the United States just called for members of Congress to be executed. If you are a person of influence in this country, maybe it's time to pick a fucking side. If you are a Republican in Congress, if you are a Republican governor, maybe it's time to draw a line in the sand and say that
Chris out here dropping F-bombs.
Under no circumstances should the President of the United States be calling on his political opposition to be hanged. We are at a very dangerous moment right now. The president is engaged in the wholesale incitement, endorsement, and rationalization of political violence in this country. This is a very slippery slope that we are on. This is a moment for people to step up, for Republicans to step up, for business leaders to step up. Anybody who has a voice or a soapbox in this country needs to draw a line in the sand and say that it is not acceptable for the President of the United States to call on the murder of his political opposition.
And that's where we're at now, ladies and gentlemen. That is where we are at now in this country. It's insane. And I tell you guys, I said it. Trump is going to be bad. It's not going to be good. But holy shit, he even outdid what I thought he could do. This is insane. Insane and dangerous. So dangerous. Jesus Christ. New boss is cray. New boss is cray. That's what's happening, folks. Hey guys, this was a Sabby clip. If you like what you saw, hit that like button and subscribe.